Last year, one of our Thai friends told us about a foreigner who had lived in Thailand for quite a long time. She said that this foreigner understands the Thai language very well, but she does not understand the Thai people. Now, these words stuck with us. Our friend encouraged us that although studying the Thai language was supposed to be our priority, but she said our goal was first and foremost to understand the Thai people. However, ever since Jubilee's interventions and therapies, we have not studied Thai. We didn't have the time, and now we just don't have the money. We no longer felt the urgency to study to pass a test when, our daughter's health was on the line. So we continued our ministries, playing with, cooking for, learning from, and teaching Thai to Thai people. And now our Thai isn't horrible. I mean, it's okay for conversation, but not enough to preach theology or preach. But we had not bothered to study the Thai language itself in months.
Well, I mean, yeah. Well, a few weeks ago, we traveled to a border town here in Thailand, and our goal was to look for a school for the kids. How much it would be to rent a home, what the markets were like, potential ministry opportunities, and now we have to look for a hospital for Jubilee or a therapist for Jubilee. And you can probably guess where we are going with this. We were praying about moving to this area and figuring out if we could do this, if we could plant a church there, if we would have the resources that we need to survive in this border town. So how did it go? Well, everything was looking very good. It looked like this move was going to work out. The school was great and it was affordable. I really loved the school. Some of the teachers were even from Terrence's region in the Philippines and said that they could teach Jubilee, the local dialects. The badminton court was welcoming and friendly and child friendly. The market and the housing was affordable and everything's close, which is great for me because I can't drive. We found ministry opportunities and partners, and we really connected with the locals there. And then we went to the behavioral specialist for Jubilee. Now, there's only one pediatric behavioral developmental specialist, and not just that province, that border town, the province of the border town, but also all the surrounding provinces of there as well. There's only that one. There used to be two, but one of them moved away. And so after waiting for this doctor for 2 hours, we finally got to see the doctor's secretary, who turned us away at the door because Jubilee wasn't Thai. The doctor refused to see her. He didn't want to see Jubilee at all because she wasn't Thai. She couldn't speak Thai. The secretary told us that when she learns to speak Thai, she can come back. And we're like, she has a difficulty speaking at all. So, we were very devastated by this news. Really sad, really angry. We really, really wanted to move here. And we saw ourselves in this place thriving and serving. But, the doors looked like it was starting to close. So, we were feeling really defeated because getting Jubilee the proper help that she needed was kind of a deal breaker. We could get around not affordable housing or a bad school or even a badminton court. We could figure that out. But if Jubilee couldn't get the help that she needed, then that was, it was like a no-go.
On our final night of our trip to this town, I went to the badminton court as I had been doing every night for the entire week. I had befriended everyone, and everyone in this badminton court have been very friendly and supportive and just helpful to us during our stay. As I finish up my games, I was saying goodbye to my newfound badminton friends in the city. And it's a tiny city. I told them that I was, leaving for Bangkok the next day, and there's a huge possibility that I might not see them again. The owner of this badminton court came to me, and we conversed with her broken English and my broken Thai. Her name is Pa Suaput. She said, "Oh, you leave tomorrow and no come back?" And I said, "Yes, and yes, I may not return." And then her and her husband said, "Miss you, miss you. I will miss you." And I'm going like, "Oh." I said, I will miss you all too." And Pa Suaput said, "Yes, miss you very much. You so sad you go. You play very good, and you speak Thai very good." And I said, "Me? Speak very Thai?" I said, "No. I said, "My Thai is very, very bad. I really need to study." And she said, "Oh, my ben rai," which means like, "Oh, don't worry about it. It's no problem. Never mind." Then she said something that I guess you could say made my heart stop, or I told Ingrid gave me goosebumps. She said, "Many foreigners speak very good Thai, but only a little understand Thai people." And she said, you understand Thai people. You speak Thai. You are like family. For us, you are family." That conversation was one of the most emotional encounters I have had with people who were practically strangers. All I knew about them was their names and what they did for a living. And for the past few evenings, we just played, we laughed, and had very broken conversations, tried to communicate to each other the best that we can, but something, or we should say someone, moved them.
And here we were, feeling devastated that we were not just saying goodbye to new friends, but also a ministry opportunity that we were like fiercely praying for. um, we felt like failures, and not just when it came to this church planting, but also even our Thai language. And through that simple conversation, we realized that we don't need to pass a Thai proficiency exam to measure our worth. Our worth as missionaries. We know for certain that Jesus is the one who measures our worth, and He is not limited by our abilities or lack of. And God is the one who provides for His children. He is the ultimate equiper. In our weakness, He reveals His strength.
Amen.
And it doesn't take away that feeling that we had of devastation, that maybe, our dream to go to this border town may be gone or may be put on hold. We don't know yet. But it's encouraging to know that we are where God wants us to be right now, and we will always strive to try to be the people that He wants us to be, that He's called us to be.
Amen.